Hello everybody, it's Kentucky here. We are back in the PWC, this time for week 4. This video is going up a little bit late, but I did not have time on the weekend to record, because basically all the battles happen in the weekend. But anyways, we are on week 4 of the PWC. We're taking it against Shiny Spam. As you can see, there's a new member in our team, which is right there by Greninja and Marowak, and that's Avalok. I will be making a trace video separately, but for now, just deal with the fact that there's about Avalok there. Anyways, let's review our team real quick and see what we have against Shiny. By the way, Shiny aka Jacob is really good battler, so I know this match is gonna be tough. We'll be made the best team we could and attempt to take him down. So also this match is in our division, so it's pretty important match to win. We have DD Zygar with a Jachiberry, Dragonite, Thousand Arrows, Outrage, and last move is not Extreme Speed, it is Iron Tail. Iron Tail was basically the only for the Florges, which after some chip damage, we're coming in like 1000 arrows or something, it dies to an Iron Tail, so that's good. And then we have Seismitoad, which is especially defensive Seismitoad with Stealth Rocks, Ice Bone, Cherry Quick, and Knockoff. This was basically my Stealth Rocker of choice this time, and he had a decent matchup against Shiny, even though I know he probably has like Grass Knot and Fernet or something. Then we have Alola Marowak, which this time, for the first time I think, we're bringing fully offensive Alola Marowak. It has Shadow Bone, Earthquake, Fire Punch, and it has the Substitute. The reason why we're running Lightning Rod over Rockhead, that's why we're not running Flare Blitz, because we don't want to wear ourselves too much with Flare Blitz. And we have Lightning Rod because Shiny had access to the Magnetric, but he did not bring it in. Alola Marowak come in so free like Magnetric, so it was really good. That's why we had Lightning Rod there. Now we have Avalok, which is the new member of our team. It's running Avalanche, Rapid Spin, Recover, and Earthquake. It is nearly max SPF I think, but it has a little bit of defense on it. Basically this was our best Garchomp check, because Garchomp is such a huge threat. It can pack like Fire Fang for the Scissor or whatnot, and we could use Seismitoad, but Seismitoad takes a lot from Earthquake anyways. Now we have Greninja. This time we bring Support Greninja. It's the first time we bring that. With Scald, Ice Beam, Spikes, and Taunt. Basically, it's just there to stop the Bronzong and scare it away, because we don't have good ways of dealing with Bronzong besides Alola Marowak and Zygar. So basically, we scare it away. We can go for like a Taunt or Spike or whatnot, and yeah, Greninja's there just support the team. Next we have Scizor. Scizor was kind of iffy about it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it because of the Fernet, the Bronzong, and like Garchomps, which is probably has Fire Fang. Also Tentacruel like checks it well, but it has Bullet Punch, U-Turn, the Fog, and Roost. Just basically a standard, especially defensive set to take on like the Florges, because Command Florges could be an issue. And Shiny brought the Garchomp, the Tentacruel, the Bronzong, Infernape, Serena, and Florges. I break 4 of these months on Garchomp, Bronzong, Infernape, and Florges. I didn't know which kind of spinner he was gonna bring. If I kinda inched more to Serena, since it could take hits from Zygar, so I kinda thought that might bring. But the least unexpected mono his team was the Tentacruel, because I have so many ways to hit it. Like I have 1000 arrows, I have Tapu Koko, which didn't come in, which could really destroy this thing. Also the new member that I'm not gonna reveal could also destroy the Tentacruel. And yes, it checked Greninja to an extent, but like besides that, I thought it didn't do much to my team. So that's why I didn't expect it. I kinda expected Magnetric in that spot, but it didn't come. So anyways, let's get right on the match. We talked for so much already. We're gonna start off with Greninja, which is our classic lead. We're gonna have to start switching our leads soon. We go for Ice Beam because we're Focus Sash, so we don't care if that thing goes for like a Trap Kick or something. It's incoming the Florges. We're gonna go straight into our Marowak, and we're gonna start doing some damage here. as he goes into Bronson. I don't know what he expected there, but this is amazing for us. He probably expected Scissor, to be honest. And we're gonna go for a sub because we know he's not gonna stay. So in comes Florges, and we're gonna go for a Shadow Bone as he goes for Moonblast. I'm getting ahead of myself right here, and that does some good damage. That did nearly 70%. So basically, Florges is gonna launch a Wish Shoot, but he's going to go down because he has no safe switchings for this. However, he can now come into the Garchomp, and thanks to the Wish, it doesn't matter what move we go for, he's gonna be able to recover to full. So we're just gonna go for Earthquake just so we don't take rough skin damage. As you can see, that does 52%. So Marowak definitely huge threat for Shiny's team. We're gonna switch right into Abalog as he goes for Earthquake, and here I know he's gonna go Bronzong for a fact. So we're gonna double back into the Greninja to scare him out basically. And here I could have Spike, but I'm gonna go for the Taunt instead to make sure he doesn't get our rocks. And then again I could have Spike, and like I said, it's probably Spinner is the Serena, because as you can see, okay, so I wasn't sure what this Tentacruel was, right? Okay, and this is important right here. Tentacruel goes for Surf. So I definitely meant to have Potion Point on this Seismitoad over Water Absorb, and this was a mistake. The reason why I had Potion Point over Water Absorb, it was because I wanted to probably catch a poison on the Garchomp or the Infernape, they were huge threats to my team. So if they attack me physically, I would like sack my Seismitoad and probably expect them to get poison. However, I should have run Water Absorb because it would have walled this completely. It would have walled this Tentacruel. Either way, we're gonna get our rocks up here, but he's just gonna get his rocks because now even if we switch, there's no way we can prevent them. So good play on Shiny's part here. We're gonna go into Marowak this time as he does go for the Stealth Rocks, and I know he doesn't want to stay in, but he more likely will. The reason why I didn't go for sub is he might have Earthquake, and I don't want to wear myself down more because now with rocks on my field and I don't have the fog. I have Spin, but it's gonna be very tough because basically Avalok is gonna come in at 50% since it takes 25% from rocks, and it already took 25 from my Earthquake. So I just go for Shadow Bone, expect him to stay in, which is exactly what he does. In comes Mr. Garchomp. We're gonna switch into our Seismitoad. I mean, no, what am I saying? Avalok. As he goes for EQ, and he gets kind of like a max roll, but it doesn't matter. 2 Echoes is gonna take me down. I really would have liked him to go for Fire move there because I had the Oka Berry, so that would have been good. Here we're going to Scizor because Scizor's pretty expendable now. To be honest, it just dies to everything on the field except the Serena, but I'm not really worried about Serena. As he unfortunately burns with the Fire Fang. But like I said, Scizor is not much of importance now. We're gonna go into a Seismitoad. We have a Ice Punch for this. I know for a fact it's gonna go Serena, so we're actually gonna go for a knockoff. Also, I would have loved to knock off the Garchomp item, which I didn't know what it was at this point. So it goes into Serena. We're gonna sack our Scizor because, like I said, Scizor does nothing. And yeah, Scizor didn't have the fog. What am I saying? It had a Sword Sense and Roost. But we're gonna die to the burn, unfortunately. So that's a kill for the Garchomp. We're gonna go into Alola Marowak, and here I kinda made a misplay. I knew he would Trap Kick, and I should have Sub in here, but instead I'm gonna go for a Shadow Bone. I don't know what I was thinking. I think Sub would have been the best play because definitely Trap Kick wasn't breaking my Sub. I was gonna to burn the Serena this turn, and now he can just freely. Even here, I could have still gotten a Sub up, even though he got a crit, because then that means I would have got a good hit on the Garchomp or the Infernape. So now Marowak is pretty expendable, honestly. Like, I have no need for it. He goes for Earthquake with his Infernape, and this was a mistake. You're gonna see why later on. But here my best play was to go Greninja, because if it was choiced, which I kinda thought he might be choice Scarf, he was locked into Earthquake, so he wouldn't do more damage to Greninja. And I just fire Scolds, or I could have make a double expecting the Tentacruel into like Seismitoad or Zygarde, which you're gonna see what happened here. So I could make a double into Zygarde and start DDing up. So that's not what happens. I see I go into sideguard, kind of jumped the gun here a little bit because I thought I could sweep at this point, right? I have a Judgeberry, so this thing more likely have HPIs. If it does, I'm easily going to leave it thanks to Judgeberry. I killed this with 1,000 arrows. I killed the freaking what's it called, the Tentacruel with 1,000 arrows, and I killed the Garchomps with Outrage. So what I mentioned is what's just gonna happen is gonna for the Hidden Power Ice, we are going to go for the Dragon Dance, and he basically cannot switch here. So we're just gonna pick the kill with 1,000 arrows. So here I thought I won, unless this was Shukaberry Tentacruel. However, Shiny's amazing, and check this out. His Choice Scarf. His Choice Scarf Tentacruel, and that really threw me off really bad. Choice Scarf Tentacruel is such a threat. However, I really think I can still win here, which I could. As we're going to go for the Ice Punch, expecting him obviously to go into the Garchomp, but he does have a Judgeberry, which is really annoying. And here's what I'm saying. So we're gonna switch into Greninja because we know we can take an Earthquake. But here's what I'm saying. I should have brought Water Absorb because I guess I should finish the battle first. He's gonna go for Earthquake, right? It does 80%. Here we go for a Scald. I should have doubled here into Seismitoad and then Earthquake, and that probably secured the win. We're gonna see what happens. So he locks himself into Surf, and here's the big moment of the batch. Perfect sound for the pop-up for it too as well. So if we had Water Absorb here, first of all, he's locked in. He would just be healing me with a Water Absorb, so he's forced to switch into Garchomp. I would have clicked the Ice Punch, or probably Earthquake kills at this point after Rock's damage. And then there's no move that this Tentacruel can do to kill me. Because Ice Beam, since I'm Spritzees, is gonna do like 20. So not having Water Absorb really affected me here. But we're gonna go, he's gonna stay in, we're gonna go for the Earthquake. We kill the Tentacruel off. And now it's a 1v1. Garchomp versus Seismitoad. So this is a roll. So Garchomp, it does from 50 to 58%, and I'm 56. So it's a roll my favorite to lead the Earthquake. I obviously kill him with the Ice Punch, even if I die to rough skin damage because of the self KO clause. I win the match because basically Garchomp is going down to my attack and I'm going down to ability. But I win because Garchomp dies first. And yeah, we could have won this match, but the RNG gods are not gonna smile at me. And it's not a roll, it's a fucking crit. So he crits me there with the Earthquake, which sucks so bad because it was 75% chance for me to live that, and it was it was 25% for him to get the roll, but no roll happened because he just ended up critting me, which sucks really bad, man. But what can you do about it, honestly? Like, I feel like even though we lost here, this was a hell of a match, and yeah, congrats to Shiny. They beat me fair and square. That crit at the end though, that really sucks so much because basically it was so my favorite to win. Basically what I'm trying to say, it was so my favorite to win. It was so my favorite to win, but like I unfortunately got critted, so that sucks. What can we do about it? Next week we are facing Dave, so we're gonna try to pick up momentum here. But Dave is an amazing battler, so we're gonna have to put some stunt to do that. So yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching. We are 2-2 unfortunately, but we need to try to bounce back. This was HK Takio. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.